Well, hello everybody, I'm Bob and I'm one of the gunsmiths here at CQT, and I'm here to show you how to properly install your DeadPoint lighted guide rod. Right now we're going to be working on a Glock model 19 Gen 4. So I've already started by clearing the pistol and disassembling the slide from the frame. So that's the point we're at right now. Guide rod, the original guide rod is still in the slide with the barrel. We're going to unpackage our DeadPoint guide rod. In your package you'll find the guide rod and spring assembly, battery package, and a new takedown lever for the frame. So let's start with the takedown lever. To remove the old takedown lever, you'll see that there is a spring in the center portion of the frame. That is what detents the takedown lever in the gun. So you'll need to depress that spring and work that takedown lever off to the side and simply pull it out, and hopefully your spring doesn't go flying on you. Okay, now that our spring is back in position, we'll take the new takedown lever, and it's very important the orientation of the lever. You'll see that there is a protrusion on one side of the top, or it slopes on one side of the top. That sloped area has to be facing the rear of the frame when installed. Okay, and you just let that takedown lever go right to the center and the spring will retain it in the gun. You'll notice that it will be able to slide slightly back and forth, and that it's going to act as the switch for your DeadPoint guide rod light. And once again, the angled portion of the takedown lever is facing the rear of the pistol. Moving on to the guide rod and light assembly, we need to remove the back cap of the guide rod. Simply unscrews. Then we'll need to unpackage our battery pack, which will simply be inserted into the guide rod, and then replace the cap. And once again, it just simply screws back onto the back of the guide rod, and they are right-hand threads. Okay, and you'll notice on the back of the guide rod, the part that faces the rear of the gun, there's a little fin. And it's important when we install that, and I'll show you again later, that fin needs to be pointed upward when you're installing it, which would be facing the bottom of the pistol when assembled. So we'll simply remove our original guide rod and spring assembly, set that to the side. We'll orient our new guide rod and spring assembly with the fin facing upward at this point, and we'll simply press it into position, replacing the old guide rod and spring assembly. Once again, the fin is facing up. And you'll notice when you install the guide rod correctly, the light will turn on. And that is supposed to be that way. When the pistol is reassembled, the new takedown lever, or new takedown lever, I guess it would be a good term, will disconnect the light from its connection. And it'll only turn back on if you press the takedown lever to either side, left or right. So let's go ahead and reassemble the pistol. And you notice now that the light is turned off. If you press the takedown lever to the left, the light turns on. If you press it to center, the light is off, and to the right, the light comes back on. Very simple operation.